Okay, there you go.
Riding the new M1000RR. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another video. Getting smacked with bugs left and right. Holy, they hurt. They're like big ones. We are joined by BT Moto on his beautiful M1000RR after the Arizona trip. If you guys missed that video, go check out all those videos. Actually, it's like a week full of content on the Fireblade. Took it all the way to Arizona and had some fun with it there. After all that, seeing Alex's M1000RR, it kind of grew on me. Whoa, what am I doing? His M1000RR is obviously, they come with like the carbon fairings, and he did the full carbon tank on it and the full carbon I keep saying undertail subframe on it. So the combination of like both just made the bike look super sick, like a true full carbon that looks nice because it had the same OEM decals. So definitely grew on me. Today we're actually going to be swapping bikes, me and BT Moto, in a second. He is currently doing his farewell ride with this thing because he is getting rid of it today. It's gonna be going for sale. So yeah, this is his last ride. So we're just taking a chill ride a little bit here and there. I've only ridden it one time and then my video was scrapped, so we're actually gonna be doing a different video in a split second. So you're only gonna see a little glimpse of the Fireblade just right now, and then it's mainly gonna be riding that beautiful thing before he gets rid of it, because obviously it's a BT Moto's bike, and if you guys know, then you know they tune pretty much all my bikes. So that bike is set up, and he's extremely OCD and does everything right like me. So that bike is set up beautifully and it probably rides like a dream. He said he's done like 3 oil changes within like 800 miles. So definitely well maintained and kept up. And yeah, I'm excited to ride it in a split second. I don't know when this video is gonna come out. It might come out before, but yesterday I actually bought my new motorcycle that I don't know if many of you guys will guess what it is. Please let me know down in the comments below what you guys think my new motorcycle is. It is currently my 3rd hyperbike. So we have the H2R, which side of this hyperbike collection, then my M1000, the HP4 Race, and now finally our newest edition hyperbike. For me, what classifies as a hyperbike is obviously good enough power, so it has to be over 200 horsepower, and just a crazy build. So like a ton of carbon or something like that. You know, I can't say too much because I'm having guess in case this video does come out. It'll probably come out before the other videos, since I will be most likely hosting a meet revealing that bike and all that. So yeah, it's all exciting, and I just wanted to let you guys know that we have a new bike on the channel. Top bike, H2R, HP4 race level. And yeah, I'm excited to ride that thing because I'll definitely be riding it a lot. And I don't know, it's just exciting, man. Today's actually, later today is gonna be my first ride on it, so this is not gonna be in order technically. This might come out before, and then later on we're gonna go back to me buying that bike, the cinematics, the first ride, all that good stuff. But yeah, I haven't even ridden it. Literally bought it yesterday, last night, and we came back like super late. And yeah, barely tucked her in the garage, the latest edition. And now they're all like nice and matching. Look at these views. Time to swap bikes. Tires got a little used in that little ride, surprisingly. Chill little ride, so.
Get to see my bike ride around the last time.
I know, and I don't think I've only seen Steve ride it once, so.
Oh, okay, there you go. I got the fob right here, guys.
That's what. Alright. Riding the new M1000RR. Not so new, but technically still new. It's the newest one, so. He's gonna be like, oh my god, that bike is so loud. The difference between the two, because he doesn't even have the SC on. Yeah, like even with my M1000, which has the same headers, but with the SC, this is still a lot louder. For those that enjoy the loud noises, sorry, this is not gonna be loud, but you're gonna hear a lot of pops and bangs, that's for sure, with this thing. And we'll get to see that beautiful Fireblade on the road. See if my opinion at all has changed with these, because as I said, like so far they've grown on me aesthetically. I still prefer my year, but I like these now a little bit more. Oh yes, oh my god, this is pretty tall. It's probably that new seat. Woo. We're both GP shift, so oh yeah. Oh, it's so smooth, so smooth. I haven't ridden my M1000 in so long, man. I miss it. These bikes are butter. Literally best bike if you want like really sick daily. The M1000s are it, even though they're not really the best dailies because of the M1000 engine, which is not the same as the S1000. The K66 engine versus the K67 on the S1000s. These are much nicer. Woo! Oh my god, this thing is so flickable. Oh my god, that shifter is so smooth. And it's crazy that because if you guys remember from my first ride reviews on the M1000RR when it first came out, I've ridden a few of them. And I've always said the main thing that I felt a difference in with these ones is that this new body aero, because that's kind of all of the differences, it's just a different body work from my M1000RR. Is that it just feels so much more aerodynamic. I compared it to pretty much like wearing a pista when you're riding. Because it's just like so butter smooth. And it just the way it flicks around in like higher speeds, it feels like there's no wind resistance. So the aero, the body work on this thing definitely works. The torque on these are so crazy, man. Just the way this engine revs, so fun. It's cool that I'm riding this after not riding my M1000 for a while, because it feels more different, you know. You're not used to it. Like fifth gear, you just get on it at any speed and just like it feels like it revs so fast. And like I said in the start of the video, unfortunately, BT Moto Troy is getting rid of this M1000, so this is literally the last ride, and then we're going to take her back, load her up, and she's going to the dealership to get sold. Such a fun bike, man. Such a fun bike. Hopefully we don't hit too much traffic. We're going to try to avoid all of these cars and all. It definitely has a presence. Like when you look down at it, all the carbon, the way like it just looks and everything definitely has presence. Like this next to a B4R, next to even like an H2, it looks the part, you know what I mean? Oh my god, this Fireblade is so loud. That Fireblade is pretty, man. Yeah, we were just talking about I think I'm gonna be putting eventually, obviously I want to do some carbon for it. I think I'm going away from the forged carbon build on the Fireblade just because I love that livery so much. And even though I'm not a huge fan of colors or red in general, like you saw my Ducati, my V4R, it was pretty much like all carbon, and I painted just a small part in red, even though it's full carbon, just to keep that Ducati presence. But I'm not a huge fan of red in general, but I don't know, that Fireblade just looks so good. So I'm just gonna change everything that's black plastic to like a normal carbon. I would like to get some aftermarket wheels since it comes with cast wheels, which is kind of horrible. But so not carbon wheels, just because I feel like it's pointless to spend that much money on carbon wheels on a bike that is not single-sided. Yeah, you feel a difference, but you know, I want to appreciate the carbon, so I'll probably get some forged aluminum or magnesium, something nice with like a fun color. Probably, I don't know, let me know in the comments below. I thought about white. I feel like white wheels would be cool, possibly. It's gonna be white, red, or blue. Probably not red, just because I feel like that might be a little too loud. Not my style. I'm not a huge fan of gold either. It might be too much, but that's also an option. So maybe white or blue. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think on the Fireblade. Could be red just because it is a Fireblade and it don't have red wheels, so possibly. I miss the pops and bangs on the M1000s. Yeah, the way this bike just tips over is kind of crazy. It's so light. Like, I would say the Honda gives me a little bit more confidence because I feel like it's a little easier to control if you're not used to a light bike. Like this, you have to ride a little bit more to get used to how flickable and light this bike is. Man, it's so fast. Obviously, this is like stage 3, all the BT Moto goodies, stacks, full exhaust, tune, breather, I don't know, like all the BT Moto stuff. And these bikes on E85, woo! I was telling Troy, I was like, I missed that video when I put E85 in my M1000RR. If I could always have that M1000 on E85, I'd probably be riding that thing like the most. But unfortunately, it sits for too long, and when E85 sits, it's not good for your engine. Airplane! Let's race? Let's race? That's crazy that was a 6-gear pull and the bike poked like that. These things are crazy. Yeah, that's what, when we did the Arizona runs, the only bike that was able to get my Fireblade was this M1000RR. And the guy was like 50 pounds lighter than me, and he had a carbon tank and carbon subframe. That was a sick M1000RR. If I ever get one, it'd probably be just like that. That Fireblade looks and sounds so good. Literally, just needs some nice wheels and some carbon. That bike would be a masterpiece. It's funny because I always compare the Fireblade to the M1000RRs. I think it's at that pretty much similar level for $10,000 less. I gave him too much of a jump. That Fireblade is fast. Now that we're both even weights, you know, it's more of a race. Yeah, I think they're pretty neck and neck, but I feel like the Fireblade does got more power. They just revs faster, but I just gotta tame her down a little bit. I've never done pull on this M1000 before. That was a fun top speed run. That is more of a fair comparison. This is when, you know, similar mods on the two bikes, and we're the same way as well. So that was a good race. You can tell that this definitely has a little bit of an edge in comparison to the Fireblade. Yeah, that second one was like as perfect as it gets. I just needed one test before to get a feel for the bike. came up a little too fast. These are so torquey in comparison to the Fireblade. The gearing is completely different. But you can see this pulled up top. I feel like if he held it even longer up top, I think the Fireblade will get it. But he pulled out a little soon. It's so loud, dude. I can't even hear the M1000 because of the Fireblade. Yeah, that's a cool thing about this setup, having the stock acro exhaust that comes with the M1000RRs and doing just titanium headers and a tune, is that this thing sounds like pretty much stock until you get on it and then you hear the bike. I don't know, man. The Fireblade looks so sick. This gen though, I don't like the new ones. Okay, let's rephrase. I don't not like them, and even the carbon one. I see you guys' comments on the new full carbon Fireblade. It's literally the exact same bike as mine, just with carbon bodywork. So, do I think it's worth it? Absolutely not. Such a sleek looking bike, man. Huh? On the first one? No, the second one. Yeah, I was on you. Yeah. Huh? What? Oh, you're just yeah. No, they're pretty even. I think this is kind of like creeping on you, but I think up top this will get it. Yeah, this sits so much taller. Maybe that's also why it feels so much more flickable. She sure loves to wheelie. It's just such a smooth bike. Like even in a corner, going up speed, just stable, smooth, everything. The only thing is that, like, I think just because, like I explained, because the bike is so flickable and light, it just takes a little bit of time to get used to. And after that, this bike is just like a masterpiece. My M1000, like right now, I feel like I put it kind of a little bit on a lean at speed. It definitely feels a little heavier to move around. This just cuts through the wind. That's pretty much the only difference between my bike and this bike. The 22 M1000 and the 23 M1000. My seat on the M is a little different. On this seat, this bike definitely feels taller. Not a big issue since I'm tall, but in comparison to that definitely feels like it sits like lower. And I feel like the Fireblade has a longer wheelbase too, just from the way the two bikes feel. Two masterpieces. I love both of these bikes. This is more refined. The Fireblade is a little more exciting. That's kind of like the end sentence, I feel like, the conclusion between these two bikes. So loud. Alright, you guys, this is, I feel like, where we're gonna conclude this beautiful video. We did start on my Fireblade, swap to the M1000RR, the last ride on this thing before Troy BT Moto gets rid of this beautiful thing. It was fun riding it again. It was fun riding the blade. It was fun putting them to a proper test, since you guys saw in the Arizona ride. It was a little bit of a unfair race. Just a fast bike, man. Such a fast bike. That like down low mid-range on it is crazy. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out, return.